Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games and a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Draft Day Sports College Football 2019, episode number 20, and the team puts that in for a touchdown, first score of the game here in the penultimate, second to last game of the season, against the New Mexico State Lobos. They are winless on the season so far, 0-10. While it hasn't been a great season for us, we are 3-7, and we are playing here at home in this one. And we've got a decent chance at something. Oof, nice return there. So early on in this one, we're moving the ball relatively well, at least when the receivers don't drop it. We move it pretty well on the ground. We've had a couple of big gains negated by penalties, so we're going to need to watch out for penalties here in the second half. Nice. The pitch and still makes the tackle, even though the quarterback draws the attention. He's going to drop in the pocket on this one. Catch is made, but nowhere near enough. 4th and 8. Another 3 and out for New Mexico. They've got 24 passing yards. I believe they've had one first down in the game so far. Is all through their first 3 or 4 possessions already. Now, our scoring record hasn't been fantastic ourselves, but one thing definitely going for us, you can see we are moving the ball pretty well on the ground. Like I said, 9 yards there on first down for Gary. Ware, 5 of 9, but 2 of those incompletions have been drops. One of those incompletions was broken up. Now with 5 incompletions, another one broken up. So 4 of the 5 incompletions have been either broken up or dropped on the play. And like I said, we're moving the ball well on the ground, as whoever's carrying it this time, Gary, picks up 23 yards all through traffic. So New Mexico really struggling to make tackles, and our line right now has moved their line for pretty big chunks of yardage, play after play after play, as we get another first down here. 1st and 10 now from the New Mexico 10-yard line, as that pass was complete to Kelly for 6 yards. That was the shortest one. And then an unsportsmanlike conduct on New Mexico gives us a 1st and goal from the 5. 2-yard carry from Gary. 10 attempts, 63 yards, something like that already. Another short gain, though. Gabriel this time, 2 yards. 3rd and goal from the 1. We're going to pass into traffic. It's caught, though, for the touchdown. So Ware with the touchdown throw on that one, and the catch is made by Conger. Of course, 1 yard on that. So Ware, not a great percentage at 7 of 12, but like I said, 4 of those 5 are either the receiver's fault or a good play by the defense. Another solid return there. Could be a problem later, but it's a 14-0 lead as we approach the end of the first, and New Mexico struggling to move the ball. They're getting 4, 5, 6 yards, but for the game, even with that 2-yard gain, that actually just now put them into a net gain, as we are balanced, 82 passing, 82 rushing yards. They have just 1 rushing yard for the game. Not sure what happened there on 3rd down, but another advantage for us in this game is their punter has been in the mid-30s in each of their first punts. So we're getting a real field advantage on that. So even if we don't get the job done and we end up punting, we're punting 15 yards further than they have been so far. And Gary, another 9 yards on first down. We're going to drop back to pass on 2nd, and it's caught, and he's off to the races. He's going to get to the New Mexico end of the field, beyond the 40, 25-yard gain there for Pittman. And it's first down at the 35, but an illegal shift on first down sets it to 1st and 15. Going to drop back, pitch, no pitch coming. Ware's going to hang on to the ball, lose 3 yards. And Gabriel is hurt on the play. I was going to mention also that was another advantage so far in this game, and that the early... Wow, there you go. The runs still going down to the 10, to the 5, and this one, through all sorts of traffic, is actually going to end up in a touchdown. Huge run. I'm assuming that was Gary on that one, with Gabriel out injured, and it was Derek Gary, 43 yards on the draw play. Hugely successful, and it's 21-0. It looks like we could be cruising to our biggest victory in the last couple of seasons. Shorter return this time. They're going to start from inside their own 20. Their top receiver is down with an injury. A couple of their defenders have gone down with injuries so far. So that's been an advantage for us early on. They are getting a little bit in terms of passing yardage, but we are moving the ball both through the air and on the ground, and I think it's going to be difficult for them to stop us. Second half could be different, but at least for now, we've got a clear advantage. And with that, and another 3 and out for New Mexico, I'm going to go ahead and CPU finish this game. And I'm going to be a betting man and say that we're going to win this one. 54-0 in the end, yeah, I'd say. Box score. Gary, 25 yards. 25 attempts, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns for Gary. Oh boy. A sack and a safety in this one. So even managed a safety there in the fourth quarter. 3 touchdowns plus a safety makes 23. 18 first downs. They did end up with just 7. 0 for 13 on third down though. We didn't do great in that department. 6 of 15, but that's still, for us, that's good. Passing yards, we stayed at 129, so we really moved that ball on the ground the rest of the way. Just 11 of 21. We didn't have very many attempts. We already had 12 or 13 there at the end of the first. But we got 390 yards on the ground. They ended with 1. So that net gain of 1 stayed that way the entire rest of the game. That is massive defensive effort to shut down their run game entirely. Gary got the last score. Albert Thompson, coming off the bench, ended up playing running back. Wow, yeah, look at that. So with Gabriel out... Gabriel ended up with 15 attempts, so I think he was back for a while, but we started going down the depth chart. Thompson, 10 carries. Hoffman. Mills played as well, so Mills, 2 of 3, 14 yards. Not a lot of receivers getting action, but we were running, basically, after the first quarter, once we started pulling away. 1 field goal attempt for the game, and it was good. Two forced fumbles, 1 recovery, 3 sacks, lots of tackles for loss. That would be the main reason why their rushing game went nowhere. Two interceptions in the game, 1 from Casillas, 1 from Atkinson, the safety, and a sack by Means, and a tackle for a loss. That's why he was defensive player of the game. Penalties, they certainly hurt us, but there wasn't a ton of them. Pancakes, fairly balanced performance, lots of guys knocking people on their butts. Hudo, as always, at the top of the list with 5. And yeah, that's a solid victory right there. 54-0. That's the first ever blowout win that we've had. At least that I can remember anyway. Definitely the last 2 seasons, as last season we had, what, 1 win? Yeah, let's go ahead and finish off the week here, and we get down to it. We're going to have a couple weeks before our final game of the season. No bowl games on the way, but I like that we're 4-7 now. Conference awards, player of the week, Gary for offense, and Means won defensive player of the week as well. Nice. Recruit summary. Oh no, not good. A lot of guys going, a lot of guys that we weren't recruiting anymore, but Jeffries, good. Caldwell, all gone. As soon as other teams swoop in, we're screwed. Johnson, fantastic potential for development. Oh, buddy. No other teams currently pursuing him. We absolutely need to give him an offer, Mr. Johnson. Hackett, no other teams currently pursuing him. Average potential. Really good potential for Rodriguez. He has other offers, so we're not going to get him. Guevara, average. Extremely good potential. Very likely to sign with us. Oh, thank you. Please. Please. Above average potential. Our chances are not good. Other people after him. And that's kind of... At this point, I'm just going for those top recruits because they've got to be decent if they're a top recruit, right? So the scouting means very little at this point. Better training here. Better than we've had in a while. It helps when you get a win, right? The morale's still dipping. Really? Why? We won. We won a game. Purdue. Last game on schedule. They are winless so far this season, even though Purdue is a much bigger program. It's a home game. Nothing guaranteed about that one. Still no recruits signing, though. That's starting to get a little worrying. Just a bit. But I lose 3 scholarship players, so this is going to start getting tricky. Let's go back to our position by position look. Charles West. Nobody else recruiting him. Very little interest. But if he's the only one, we've got a chance. He's only a 3-star guy, though. Running back. Those top 6 guys are all gone. We're down to Hackett. And Hackett. Nobody else recruiting Hackett. Good chance we'll get him. No fullbacks. 1 tight end who's already gone. That wasn't a need. No. Wide receiver. Still got Trailer as a fallback. Guevara was the main guy I'm looking at, and nobody else is recruiting him. That was the main hope. I need to get an offer in for him, don't I? Okay, so there's 1 gone. Guard. Bell, still the only guy after him. And he's the only one left that we are after. Okay, so Stahl's out. Michigan State's after him. He has literally zero interest. So let's go ahead and revoke. We'll pull him and Larry Johnson. There you go. So no, we're not getting our first ever 5-star recruit. No center. No kickers. Soriano looking good. Defensive end, a big need. I need a couple of them. Chung, how we look? Oh, Washington State's after you, so yeah. Oh, I've got 3 guys on offer here. How are we looking on those? Oh, nice. All 3 potentially. Linebacker. Shirley. Cornerback. Still looking good for most players. Like literally a bigger program comes in and they're signing instantly with the bigger program. I think that's what's happened on the ones we lost. Okay, strong safety. I'm out of everybody. So all of these guys have gone off and signed immediately with others. So I need to get after strong safety again. Just one, right? Yeah. Alright, still looking good here. It's actually just about the highest we have interest-wise. Corner, I need 2. And those guys aren't great. They are not great. I might get after one more with that second scholarship. What about receiver? That's another huge need for me. No, Guevara. And yeah, I've still got 2 offers right now, plus trailers and fallbacks. So strong safety and a corner. Okay, so strong safety. Go down the list until we find somebody not being recruited, like Raymond Reyes. And we're going to offer, put in 10 points, schedule an interview, spend 20, and look for a backup. Like Russell Johnson. Don't have an offer for you. I need a quarterback offer, but we'll do these things. Okay, on to corner. Jockett, recruited by Oregon. Oregon in there as well. There we go. Take Freund. That's an offer. 10, 20, schedule, and let's look for a backup. There's Carpenter. And we'll do the same thing here. And that's about it for scouting points and recruiting points. Yeah, I know I have leftovers, but it's not like these guys are generating a lot of buzz and interest. It's more of just the survival thing. This is a bye week for us, I think. Yeah. Yeah, week 13. We're in week 12 right now. So here we go through the week. It is the Houston Cougars, ranked number 1 in the nation, the only undefeated team. In this case, go Cougs. We've got to play Purdue coming off their first victory of the year. I still have no incoming recruits. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. Ouch. Stahl signed with Michigan State. We just retracted his offer. We just lost Child. Foray, who they said we were going to get. Johnson. Literally every guy that I'm after, the moment another school puts in an offer, they are signing instantly. So this tactic so far not paying off at all. At all. They don't want to sign for me unless literally nobody else comes out. Carpenter, now only a 3-star guy. Oof. No other teams are going after him. He's still ranked well and above average. Freund is 4-star, just a little bit higher. Really good potential. Somebody else jumped in, so we're probably not going to get Freund, so we're probably going to have to go with Carpenter. About average for Johnson. Offered scholarships from others. He's probably going to sign with them. Reyes, Hail Mary. Nobody likes us. Nobody likes us. So sad. So sad. Stop underperforming. What is your expectation here? We've got the lowest prestige in the nation. We had the 88th best recruiting class. 4-7 is a good season. So kiss my, that thing behind me. That was a rough bye week for us, though. Lost a bunch of guys. And not one recruit has signed on yet. So this going for scraps thing has so far really backfired. Let's go with my 12 offers first. Thiel's still looking good. Casio's looking good. Soriano is looking good. Smoot. The most interest we have is Smoot. 6 of them are looking good, but now we're getting into the actual quality guys. Still looking good on Shirley. Still looking good on Lay. We're in trouble on Bell. Bell's gone. Bell's gone. Interest is a 1. Wisconsin's after him. They'll get him. I need a guard. I need a guard. Okay. Stanford in for Guevara. I need a receiver. Texas and LSU. Remember, these guys have no interest, so there's no point. The moment somebody else comes in, I am completely screwed. So, I need a guard, a receiver, strong safety. I lost 3 others as well. Freund is gone. So I'm down to 2 4-star guys. Okay, now I did have some backups. Go back into the position by position. I'm down to 8. Still good on West. We lost Hackett. Okay. So I need a running back. Let's do that now. So running back, running back, running back. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, no, we're down to 3 stars. We're down to 3-star guys. Uncommitted? Yeah, all... That's the top of your list for running backs? But Hackett's undecided. Why would this be the top of the list? Is it because he's already on my list? That would make sense. Okay, so Kirkwood. Offer 25. This is still a 3-star player. This still could pay off, but I'm getting increasingly nervous about how this is going to go. Okay, wide receiver. Guevara's gone, so I need a wide receiver. I've got Bradley. I actually do have that backup in Trailer. Nobody else is after him. His rank is well down, but I'm into that 3-star territory, so offer. So I need 2 receivers. No, I need 1, but I'd like 2. I had room for 2. I think I need a guard as well, don't I? Guard. 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 Ackley's gone. Battle's gone. Trout is gone. Bell is going elsewhere. And we're down to 3-star territory now. Texas. Nobody. James Anderson. Alright, that's it for guard. Tackle. Stahl's gone. Johnson's gone. Got no one left. We'll miss. There we go. Thomas Johnson, we're down to the 3-star territory, but he's still a good recruit. 313 is his rank. So we're going from one Johnson to another. Center, not on my list. Still have a defensive tackle. Okay, defensive end. Still have a fallback in Chung. And actually, I do have points to spend, so let's start spending some points on him. Okay, we got Lay, but I lost the other 2. Okay, so we have Lay, but I lost the other two, and I need 2. I still have 1 more scholarship. What is your rank, Chung? 1379. Oh, wait. We're on defensive end. There are still some quality players out there that have not signed, including David Nicholas. So we'll add Nicholas. He's still a 4-star guy. Scouting points are just about used up for this week, but that's okay. We still have the recruiting points. Lost a lot of players this week. Still have Shirley. I have Carpenter, but he does not have a scholarship offer right now, so he is the backup. I have 2 offers in, though. Those guys are both much lower than Carpenter. So do I want 3, or do I stick to the 2 I have for right now? Let's stick to the 2 I have right now. Carpenter will stay reserve on that. Okay, we have 1 strong safety left. But we're going to lose you. So I need a strong safety. Yeah, interest level of 3. Probably not going to happen. So strong safety. Okay, we still have a 4-star that's not gone after. Those 5 stars I had to have looked at just last week. So I didn't bother checking here. So put in an offer. Put in the 10. And we'll start with 5. As we're out of scouting points. Free safety. We've got an offer in. I have 1 scholarship left. I think it was going to a cornerback before. Where would I like it to go now? It's wide receiver, the area where I'm really hurting. Yeah, with those guys gone. So let's take a look and see if there's anyone left to get after. Like Gary Curry. Okay. Gary Curry it is. He'll get the bonus one this week. And the offer. Alright, I cleared that out, right? Alright, we've got our last game of the season. And then we still have plenty of time for recruiting. But I literally have 0 recruits right now. So we'll soon find out whether last season's tactic, which moved me up the ranking order a bit, got me a number of 3-star guys, a much better recruiting class, or this whole going for scraps thing can pay off. We'll soon find that out, but there's definitely still some distance to go in the season in terms of weeks, because our bye weeks are all stacked right here to the end of the season. But meanwhile, we've got 1 final game to play. We've got a decent chance of coming away with a victory. We are 4-7. We're playing at home to the Purdue Boilermakers, who have just 1 win on the season. But it is Purdue. And it's shocking to see them struggling this much. Great block there, enough to get us the first down as Falcon able to get some yards after the catch. And we have our first down of the game. Gonna drop back in the pocket again, pass over the middle on the slant there. broken up. Jack somehow gets a hand in there. No idea where he came from. Oh, and a penalty, false start, 2nd and 15 now. And that run, can't turn the corner. Gary just goes for the short gain, 3rd and long. The pitch, good gain. Gets nearly half the yards, but it's 4th and 8. We open up with a, well, not a three and out. We did get 1 first down. Short punt there. Goes out of bounds, 33 yards. And decent field position. Beats the corner. Pass is complete. Off to the races. Gets to midfield. Clayton, 26 yards. It's Casillas who was beat on that, but luckily had the speed to recover and make the tackle. Plenty of time in the pocket. Again, same sort of thing. The corner is beat. It's Casillas again who just freezes. I don't know what the heck he is doing, but they're going to drop back for another pass. This time, Maggard's going to break up the play, so better. But Casillas off to a terrible start in this game. His coverage has been very, very poor. Short gain there. Pass is complete. 3 for 4 for their quarterback already in this one. He's going to drop. He's going to pitch, but the running back runs straight into the defender. Bruno makes the tackle, and they are going to go for a 57-yard field goal attempt here to try to open the game with a quick score, and it is no good. No good on that one, and we are going to actually start this possession with good field position. The pitch, though, out wide. The cutback just back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Offense not moving the ball in this one so far. Penalty on Purdue. Too many men on the field. Second play of the drive. How do you mess that one up? This one intercepted. And it's a pick 6. Not quite. Not quite. Take it down at the 3-yard line. They might have just 1 win on the season, but this is a non-conference game. And that one on 2nd down, thrown away. 3rd and goal. Can we at least hold them to a field goal here? 4th and goal on the 2. Do they go for it to try to capitalize and get 7 points? Nope, they're going to go for the field goal. Chip shot, 19-yarder. It's good. And now Purdue gets the go-ahead field goal. Lucky for us, really lucky for us to not be down 7. But our offense looks overmatched, and our defense struggling a bit early on too. Touchback on that kick, and we're going to open this drive with a run on 1st down. Gary, just 1 yard. Neither team moving the ball on the ground, but they are moving the ball through the air. And a penalty, 5 yards. And we're going to hang back in the pocket and stand there all day long until Finch can take us down. Is that because nobody's open or quarterback is scared? I don't know which, but we run for it on 3rd and stupid long and gain 3 yards. A short punt. They're going to start on our end of the field. Another 33-yarder by Camo as he kicks it presumably out of bounds again. And if our bad start wasn't bad enough with 0 rushing yards to our name and just 16 passing yards, we punt super short. And, penalty on Purdue. Legal use of hands, that's going to set them back at 2nd and 13 now instead of the 1st down. But again, Casillas, maybe? Is it Casillas? Yes. Casillas, for the 3rd time in this game, stands still as the ball comes in and leaves the receiver open. So they keep getting separation from Casillas to move the ball. They're not moving the ball on the ground, but through the air, our corners keep standing still It just happened again. Now inside the 10-yard line. As soon as they score this one, I'm going to go ahead and CPU finish. It's not looking good for this final game of the season. It's not looking good in the recruiting department. Ay. This year could end up being a massive disaster. Receiver wide open in the end zone as we're in some sort of safety protocol and we're down 10-0. And looking horrendously bad so far here in the first quarter of this game. This might be the worst we've looked all season. And somehow we fight back and win the game. 23-16 final score. It's a good thing I got away from that one, huh? Because it looked like we were going to get beat 90-0. Wow, I don't know how we won that game. Seaman player of the game, three catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown. Probably got something done in the return game as well. We caught up a bit on first downs, just 2 of 11 on third. They were 8 of 20, so they moved that ball pretty well on third down. Total yards, we caught up a good bit. Neither team eclipsing 100 yards rushing at the end of the day. We really fought back. They had 2 field goals in the third to retake the lead, but second quarter, right at the start, in fact, that would look like it would be last play of the first quarter. I don't know why it would be classified in the second quarter, 15 minutes. Maybe the first play of the second quarter. Anyway, second quarter, all us. Third quarter, all of them, but only field goals, including a nice 46-yarder. We went for 2, so we only led by 4, but then the field goal put us to 7. Not sure why going. What do you get from going for 2 when you lead by 4? What's the difference between a 5-point game and a 6-point game? 2 field goals? That's an odd one to play out. I think you would just go for the 5-point lead. Because then a field goal, right, for us makes 8. That's more than a score. Anyway, Ware, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Gary, just 3 yards per carry, but he does get a touchdown. Clark. That was an extra point attempt. That wasn't going for 2. Okay. So we did go for 1. We just didn't make it. My bad. So apparently they saw the same logic I saw. Duffy, 10 tackles. Carr had 9. 0 fumbles in the game. A few sacks. Few pass deflections, and otherwise they dominated. It's weird that it's surprising we came away with the win here. It really is. That helps. Only 4 penalties in the game. All right, well, hey, we finished the season 5-7. But to now, we still have 0 recruits with just a handful of weeks to go in the year. I need some names. This list needs to grow, and it still has not. We finished another week with no recruits. We just lost a bunch of guys. Gary Curry, the one we just went after, the receiver, signs on with Michigan. And we lose another slew of players. Chung is gone. Washington State was in for him, so no surprise I didn't have an offer in. But a bunch of guys that everybody else, they came in after him and they signed on right away within 1 to 2 weeks. Nicholas is going to be gone. Johnson, nobody else recruiting him. Anderson, we're going to lose him. Kirkwood, we've got a shot. Much better training this week. The good thing, 5-7 this season. So, despite my struggles in recruiting, I'm still making this team better. Slowly but surely. But if I can't recruit anyone this season, we're screwed. We are fully screwed. And I'm out of time. So I'll set up my recruiting for the week. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to do that yet. So I'm going to have a recruiting special for the final weeks of the season. We've got our week 13 recruiting. Well, no, we've already finished that. So actually, we're into week 14. So we have 3 weeks of recruiting left for this year. We have literally 0 recruits. But we finished the season 3-1 in our easiest part of the schedule. So that paid off. That went well for us, 5-7 on the year. I'm very happy with that. Very happy. Just 2-6 in conference, though. But 3-1 non-conference is pretty dang good. All in all, good year. But if I can't grab some recruits these last 3 weeks, we are completely screwed. But ultimately, if I get to that last week and I'm the only one, those guys will sign on with me. Better to play for the worst team in the nation than not play at all. Or, in this case, the more realistic option, right, than a Division II or Division III school or a community college, right? Better to play in Division I football for Mountain West Conference. I mean, it is mid-major conference. So, I might not be a good recruiter. My team might have low prestige, but it's still a better option than those others. But what I'm seeing is we're that last option. We're that last option before all of those. But that effort, that final recruiting effort, will take place in the next episode. And that'll be a lot faster. And so it'll probably take us into the off-season. So it'll be a recruiting / off-season special. And we'll get as far as we can with that. And then that should take us into the next year, which will be our 4th season. So after a good first season where the team did relatively well, but wasn't my team. Then all those guys graduated and off they went. My team went 1-11. But now, in our 3rd season, that's a heck of a rebound at 5-7. Felt good. But literally 0 recruits. So we'll see what we can do in the next episode. That next episode's going to be hugely important, as I tried something this season, and at the moment, doesn't look like it's going to have worked. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer, and remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe, and tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.